to have to do if he plays at the next level. He's going to have to put the ball on the floor and go buy something.
John Fulkerson just re-entered with 3 fouls. Tennessee connects from downtown. 5. That helped him over the summer, and also just got to relax, got to go surfing.
Yeah.
Tennessee serving from downtown.
Boy, Cincinnati's getting to the rim. They've had several good chances. Neither team can finish right now. Jaden Springer pulling up into Saunders. Wild shot, looking to draw the contact, and quickly up ahead. Saunders, pass to Fulkerson. Jaden Springer, nice reverse.
Right now you're seeing who Coach Barnes trusts in this particular matchup to close this thing out.
Tennessee, nice play on the back cut. Beautiful pass from Vescovi to Springer.
Jacob Gilliard from Richmond led the nation in steals last year. They'll be in Nashville to take out Vandy. Little lean in, and the 5-star freshman, Jaden.
You don't run back to the paint, build a wall. That's all on you.
Another one for Almonacey. Vescovi pushes, and Tennessee gets a reverse layup out of it for Jaden Springer.
And boy, to watch him play, though, he quickly absorbed how Rick Barnes sees the game and wants to play fast.
Lead and finish.
Beautiful. I haven't seen that since whatever year that was, 86, 87 season, I guess, at App State.
Nice finish by
White line. And if you can't move Tennessee's help defense, you're going to struggle scoring all season long against these guys.
That was a tough shot for the freshman Springer.
They attacked the gaps really well. All 5 guys played as one. It's a concert at times watching this Tennessee.
Either one up early against a smaller defensive team of Missouri. Their guards aren't as tall as these 2 freshman guards.
And Xavier Pinchin's got to learn where the best shot is for this team and decision-making coming off those screens.
Can score offensively for the balls that make them so effective. They've got good shooters outside, strong guys inside. This guy, one of the best shooters in the country of English, who used to coach out of Colorado, Tad Boyle. They got that game started. But yeah, finding teams to play before conference starts.
Almost twice as many turnovers as made field goals for Missouri. Here's Springer deep on the other end. Great swing. And on the skip pass, Josiah George to Jalen Tate. Dozen for the grad transfer from Northern Kentucky.
And Tate has really played well now.
Here's James. And he's fouled on the
I just think from talking to coaches, there's some momentum starting to build for that philosophy.
Here's Knox. Top blank look. Loose ball coughed up by Arkansas. 5-on-2 for Tennessee, and Vescovi brings it out. Springer,
Hot today for Tennessee.
3 on the shot clock. 2 shots from the baseline. Oh, it goes.
Total carelessness between Pons and Vescovi. All fake, gap, attack, well done. But our segment today is probably as good as we've ever had. We've only had one, but this is probably better than the first one. You agree?
Yeah, I would say.
And that's what we're going to find out today. Is this a real team or not? We're going to find out, I think, today when they go to Gainesville.
How about Springer stepping through and using it? Flag has changed this game as Yves Pons drives to the rack, and he'll kick Keon Johnson. Extra pass, Springer into the lane. Good look, and a flush from Conway. They've made 6 of their last 10. I was going to say they were all in the second half.
You know, 8 teams probably when it's all said and done. 4 blocks. His guy scored at about a 20% rate. He moved the ball. He played hard, and he had a great voice. That's the value of 3 J's.
We'd think no chance.
No
Open
chance.
on the wing is Johnson. Nice pass, Pons, and a flush.
Get 10 more points.
Open for Springer. Hesitates and now takes it into the paint. In the corner of Vescovi. He's made them all when he's that open, and he makes. That 3's off, and Vescovi. He's got teammates on a 2-on-1. Springer, easy layup, and just
Starting
like that.
lineups for the Tennessee Volunteers, brought to you by Farm Rich, Josiah Jordan James. At the point guard, John Fulkerson now in his seat. If I saw Yves Pons guarding me, I would be uncomfortable every second of the game. For offensive rebounds and then second chance points when we've got a moment. Springer, nice pass inside. Pons will throw that one down. I was about to say stronger with the ball, and he's turned it over. for the 4th time. Springer, why not? Out to the hot hand and down again. And you got to take care of the ball. Vanderbilt did just that in the first 20 minutes, 6 turnovers.
9 times out of 10, they're gonna be effective defensively. And they're gonna be able to do some things against some very good players and very good teams. But they
about making shots. Tennessee pretty efficient, number 4 in the SEC at 47% so far on the year. They're 7 for 21 tonight.
Hey, what can we expect out of Jaden Springer? Hadn't played the last couple of games with a left ankle injury.
Well, I'm anxious to see his explosiveness off the bench. Comical yesterday, talking with Rick. Coaches are so much into their own team. He's got really good back then.
Another turnover for State. That's their 4th here in the early going. Springer.
That's good
Good reason, undefeated in conference play, leading the SEC. Those aren't good shots for Nate Oates' team. Pons back on the floor for Tennessee. Springer with the back cut, lays it in, and he throws it away. 3 on 2. Pons trailing and jamming.
With the Mississippi State.
So you know what I did is I went online, I looked through all of the meteorologists.
75-49. Without the kid even, they didn't have Lewis, they didn't have Castleton. Nice cut without the ball right there.
Jaden Springer shakes and bakes to the baseline. Gets shut down by Abaji. Tries again. And the foul.
Tennessee, 4 letters. NCAA. Not UCLA. NCAA. And I'm telling you, I got to believe that has hurt big time their recruiting.
Gives it up to Keon Johnson. The long rebound again ends up with Tennessee. And the alley-oop from Springer. A 3-point play for Marcus Garrett. And Kansas needs more of that, and they need some stops. They have allowed Tennessee to
Wide open
shoot.
college coach throughout his career. Chris Beard is certainly outstanding at Texas Tech. He's got a lot in front of him as well. He's fundamentally sound. He defends. See, they're all getting that triple threat position. They teach that.
Give Kentucky a 5-point lead.
I just thought psychologically he's dealing with that. But again, he was a weak kid who reclassified. But you have to understand.
Saw
happy to see it
stripped away by Vescovi. And here comes Jaden Springer the other way. He glides in for 2.
Now this is a game, you're Kentucky, you've been in command, you got to close it out. You're at home.
Springer muscles his way to the goal.
By Vescovi, comes out of there with it and will push for the Vols. And here's another early 3. Jaden Springer buries.
Use your speed like you've done the last 3 years in that Tennessee uniform.
The lefty Wheeler misses going to his right. Vescovi open for 3. That's his dad was a college basketball player.
Walk on, right?
Yep.
Grew up dreaming.
You think the Buccaneers would look different without your guy Tom Brady? Oh, man. Slide by Springer, reversal, but he gets it stolen away by Anosicki. Tennessee will run. Springer around Etter. Springer, double clutch. Tennessee really couldn't knock it down.
Wheeler gets a lot of palm on that basketball as a shooter.
He also had an incredible dunk on the baseline against Kentucky. This is very similar to that Keon Johnson one. Springer gets pressure again. Springer brings it down.
Cannot tell you the risk value of that pass he just made. For LSU defensively is guarding the ball. And it's really in all 5 spots is where they have breakdowns.
There's Fulkerson into the game. He got ahead of the floor. You wonder what got away with a walk. He landed before he put that ball up. It was blocked on the other end anyway. Good pass, and there's a flush.
And you talk about wide open.
Springer, good dish.
Advice from 5 or 6 people, so that's
right.
The best way to answer that. It changes with a win or a loss.
It's easy, and there's a bad pass on the inbound, stolen by Tennessee. Vescovi. And there's another dunk, back-to-back dunks, put it back in.
Thomas shot that from the X in Cox.
Or middle school area. Every one of them. It's too bad.
Good spin and take.
Tennessee, one of the best rim protecting teams in the country. And a friendly bounce and roll for Jaden Springer. 11-0 run for Vanderbilt, and that'll stop the bleeding moment. Tough pass into Pons. Nice look down low, and the reverse layup is true for Springer. 6-point game under 2 minutes to play from Nashville. Baseline drive and finish.
Point game, now back up to 10.
Another turnover. Springer on the steal. Springer all the way.
And as a decoy, as a screener, and then they kind of snuck him way in the far corner, and he slid up for the slot three.
Springer deep in the paint, and he went right around Trey Mann. Nice. Mann went up for it. Good athleticism by Pons. A run out, Springer. And Appleby's three, no good. And here comes Johnson.
Gosh, is he good at that?
And he has made baskets today. He continues to have no points. Springer smothered underneath, and the ball goes.
The MVP award, fourth in scoring. That's very unheard of. That just tells you how good he is defensively and all the little things that it takes to win. That's Herb Jones. No doubt about it. We're going to have a tournament, and I think it's really terrific, and they need to be saluted, especially the players and the coaches and all the trainers and all the people involved, because really, to make it happen this year.
Shooting around and out, so Jaden Shackelford off to a bumpy start shooting, and the run out for Springer, and he flushes. Keeping Alabama at bay. Again, no John Fulkerson for Tennessee. Took an elbow yesterday, a facial fracture. And there's no Joshua Primo. Oh, Jay Jones takes it. His finger roll comes up short. Vescovi rips away the rebound.
You know, that's exactly what happened in that sequence. What Rick Barnes was telling Martin, it was a big three.
Rose Plavcic. That's a three ball. At one.
You know, people are going to stay in tune to that game with LSU and suddenly Arkansas. Coming up next.
Now first touch for Jaden Springer. Highly touted freshman. Here he comes to the bucket. Pretty finish to get Tennessee. Well played defensively. And James the loose change. Ahead of the field is Springer. Beautifully done.
Boy, did Tennessee need that.
At the 12:08 mark at a half. Johnson off balance, nearly throw it away. Plavcic gets it out to Springer. Finds his spot and a friendly bounce for the freshman out of Rancho Cucamonga, California. Playing the best game of his life on the biggest stage. Springer able to slither by Springer.
Gotta have it.
Vescovi from deep.
Gotta have it. Okay. Alatiche finished it off inside right over Pons.
Nicely done. Springer. Down to 90 seconds. Springer. Big putback.